So many characters, so little patience. What do I really think about this chapter? One Piece chapter 707. 707. We get introduced to a whole lot of characters that I cannot remember the names for. The first is the king, the fighting king Elisabello II. Well, actually, we get introduced. We already were introduced to him, but apparently he has a punching power that if he waits for 1 hour, it can cause major damage. Elsewhere, Bellamy shows a improvement in his spring power. He can now not only turn his feet into limbs, but his hands too, and he does a pretty cool punching move, spring death knock, and knocks away a couple of fighters. And we see the fighting fish that look like bowfish, devilish grins with horns and all that. Uh, then we see some Abdullah, some guys that apparently must be based upon Arabian Nights. We see a racist fighter who is fights against a fishman who apparently is a friend of Jinbei. His name is um, yeah, Hyaku Danhak. Sorry that I'm reading at the same time as I'm talking that, but I did not write down all the names. And it's a fishman jiu-jitsu guy, or a fishman karateka guy. Well, it doesn't matter, he's a fishman karate, and apparently he is in this tournament for there must be a way we can exchange blows as friends. I will continue to fight. I think he has the same idea as Jinbei, that you can fight above the human worlds, and you can make friends with them, apparently from his argument. Elsewhere, the tactician is fighting a long-legged tribe member. Apparently, it was Blue Gilly. We saw his name a long time ago, and his pants are so disgusting. Well, actually, that's not pants, that's underwear. And it's a long-legged tribe member, and his legs are quite strong. They're like steel whips. We also see a little bit. I think we get a revealing that also the long-legged tribe has a weakness. Their long legs are their weakness. But this guy has turned that into his greatest strength because he's a martial artist and he's a perfect kicking guy. And then we also see an unknown gladiator. Is that gladiator Ricky or is it someone else? And the audience says that he fights similar to someone, but he doesn't know what. Does that mean that gladiator is Curious? Or is it an unknown talent? Bartolomeo, however, is not fighting. He's actually relaxing, which means I think he is the real threat in this fight. Cavendish still talks with Luffy as Lucien says that he wants to kill Bartolomeo too because he's a supernova. And then suddenly an old guy, a very big giant guy, appears and says that he knows that it's Luffy, that it's Straw Hat Luffy under that pathetic disguise, and says, "By the way, is Garp doing well, Straw Hat Luffy?" Cavendish flares up, and Luffy, who just says, "Oh, the old, you know, Gramps." And apparently the old man was killed by Garp in the past and have hold a grudge. I decided to hate him for it until my grandchildren's generation. Well, so many characters. I gotta say, I like that fishman. I really hope he and Luffy can become friends. Wouldn't it be good if he was also a member of Jinbei's Sun Pirates? Whatever. I mean, Luffy can be friends with a fishman. That long-legged tribe has some pretty cool fighting power, but nothing else. It was cool to see that Bellamy still has some little power, even though he's still using his devil fruit. That old guy who knew it was Luffy, he smells bad news. And now that Cavendish knows that it's Luffy under that disguise, he is not gonna be happy. But other than that, I felt this pace was extremely slow. Is is it like Oda to introduce this many characters? Oda has always been amazing for his characters, but it's so many. It's unlike him. And introducing so many characters, he won't have time to do it all. I mean, some of these characters have to go, and that's gonna be sad. I mean, as I said, I was already thinking that Fishman was cool. Well, we have many fights to go. so we'll be introduced to even more awesome fighters. I'll see you all next time.